Hello, everybody. This is Milo Legendre, Director of Healthcare Analytics at Chartara Labs. Today, I'm going to give you a brief demo of the voice dictation AI generated note in action. So, you have these four options for general note formats to use, but I'm going to use one of the templates that I've created. So you have the option to create different type of notes, including intakes, for example, or just an individual session note. So I'm going to do an individual session note. So the benefit of using Chartara Notes is that you don't have to ask the client to record their therapy session. So I'm a therapist myself, and I know for a fact that many clients won't want to do that. I'm in therapy myself, and I know that if my therapist asked me to batch record the entire session, I wouldn't accept that. I would say no, and I would just say no. I'll just leave it at that. But, anyways, the benefit of Chartera Notes is that using this software, the clinician retains their own clinical voice. You just speak your note into the system, you say what happened, and you get the same fast, efficient AI generated note that is HIPAA compliant and understands clinical language and therapeutic modalities and what have you. So here's me recording a hypothetical, or recalling a hypothetical therapy session. Therapist and client discussed how he has a lot of anxiety regarding family stress. He's having a difficult relationship with his mom. His mom is always getting on his back about when to do his homework. And the client, a teenage boy, wants to come home from school, 10th grade, and just relax, play video games. But right when he walks in the door, he reports his mom yelling at him to do his homework. And he also says he's disappointed in his dad because the dad isn't providing any support. The dad is taking an approach to just stay out of it, as the client described. And so the therapist coached the client on interpersonal effectiveness skills to use with his parents. And he also offered the client the opportunity to do a family session. And he asked the client if he would be comfortable with the therapist reaching out to the mom to discuss these issues. The client reported he's not yet comfortable, but it is something he would consider in the future. Aside from the interpersonal effectiveness skills and conflict resolution skills that the therapist coached the client on, validation, reflective listening, and empathy was also provided during this session. This was a telehealth session. It was a telehealth Zoom video session, and the client presented as friendly yet agitated when discussing the situation with his mom. He presented as well groomed and clean, and his mindset was stable. Mood was euthymic. Okay, so now I've spoke my session into the system. That was a very thorough note. Some notes don't even require 2 minutes, but you have up to 5 minutes for each note. And the reason that you have up to 5 minutes is to prevent against you recording the entire session with the client in the room, something that from the Chartara Labs company perspective, we do not agree with. So that's why we just let the therapist retain their own clinical voice, recall your own session, and as you can see, you have a very thorough note generated. This is the format that I chose, but you can put any format in for yourself, any note format. You can create your own custom template, and here's your original words to check against it. Okay, and there's going to be more demos coming of the complete visual analytics system we have that goes with the progress note writer. As you can see, visual analytics and machine learning, data visualization right here in the same app. Thank you for watching this demo, and this app is free, so you can sign up at chartaralabs.io.